The walls of Constantinople had defied countless armies throughout the ages, proving their resilience. Sultan Mehmed the Conqueror also stood against these walls. But what if those walls hadn't fallen in 1453? Welcome to a world where that single moment changed the course of history forever. With the walls holding, the Byzantine Empire survived. Mehmed's armies were forced to retreat, and this failure halted the Ottoman advance into Europe. Constantinople stood as the last bastion of Eastern Rome, while the Ottoman Empire turned its power to different geographies. The two empires were now condemned to live in an uneasy peace. The survival of Constantinople also altered the course of the Renaissance in Europe. Byzantine scholars and artists stayed in their city, continuing to blend the cultural heritage of East and West. Byzantium remained a bridge of knowledge and art, pulling Europe's intellectual development in a different direction. Following this defeat, the Ottoman Empire lost power and prestige. It lessened its interest in Europe and turned its attention more to the east, towards Iran and Egypt. The search for new trade routes was shaped by the struggle to establish dominance in the Eastern Mediterranean. The Ottoman Empire became not an empire conquering Europe, but a civilization growing stronger in Asia. With Byzantium's survival, Eastern Orthodox Christianity gained a stronger position in Europe. Its rivalry with the Roman Catholic Church continued. Constantinople remained the undisputed spiritual center of the Orthodox world, and Christianity existed as a more divided power in the course of history. The age of exploration in Europe developed differently. As the trade routes in the Mediterranean were not closed, Portugal and Spain felt less pressure to find new routes. This led to a delay in the discovery and colonization of the American continent, or its being carried out by different powers. Maritime states like Venice and Genoa continued their commercial relations with Byzantium. These cities remained centers of the rich trade between East and West. This situation further increased their economic and political power, shifting the balance of power in Europe. The Byzantine Empire had waged a struggle for existence for hundreds of years. With the victory of 1453, it regained its self-confidence. Army and bureaucratic reforms were carried out, the walls were modernized, and the city was once again turned into a shining jewel. Science and technology developed faster in the Byzantine Empire. The knowledge of Eastern mathematics, astronomy, and medicine was combined with Western mechanics and engineering. As a result, Byzantium transformed into a technological power that would experience the Industrial Revolution before anyone else. The Ottoman Empire, facing difficulties expanding into Europe, increased its power at sea. It established new trade bases on the southern shores of the Mediterranean and in the Indian Ocean, gaining dominance in maritime trade. This situation redrew the world's trade map. In this alternate history, language also evolved differently. Greek competed with Latin as the language of science and diplomacy in the West, while Persian and Arabic gained even more importance in the Ottoman Empire. The cultural mosaic of Europe took on a completely different structure. The non-conquest of Constantinople led to the formation of alliances between the Orthodox and Catholic worlds. The threat of a common enemy brought the two Christian denominations closer together, which changed the course of religious wars. After 1453, Byzantium remained a rich and multicultural capital. Christians, Muslims, Jews, and people of other faiths lived together in peace in the city. Constantinople was a symbol of tolerance and the richness of diversity. As the Ottoman Empire turned to Asia and Africa rather than Europe, the development of civilizations in these regions took a different path. The Ottoman presence in these geographies led to the emergence of new art movements, architectural styles, and literary works. As the attention of European powers was directed towards protecting Byzantium, the age of colonialism also followed a different course. Colonialism was directed more towards the east, towards regions not controlled by the Ottomans. This situation reshaped the future of Africa and Asia. With Constantinople's survival, the scientific knowledge of the East was transferred to Europe in a more systematic way. This accelerated Europe's technological and scientific development and could have triggered the Industrial Revolution earlier, while Byzantium also benefited from this development to maintain its power. The survival of Byzantium ensured that the Silk Road remained vibrant. Goods from Asia continued to flow to Europe via Constantinople. This allowed land-based trade to remain competitive against maritime trade, and the Mediterranean continued to be the center of world trade. As the Ottoman Empire focused on Asia rather than Europe, it strengthened its cultural and commercial ties with China and India. This led to the Eastern influence becoming even more pronounced in Ottoman art, architecture, and clothing. In this alternate history, political balances in the Middle East also developed differently. The Ottoman inability to advance in Europe meant that other powers, like the Safavids and Mamluks, survived longer and became stronger. The region was a stage for a multipolar power struggle. The prevention of the conquest of Constantinople was not just a military victory. It was also a symbol of hope. The survival of this last remnant of the Roman Empire showed that the legacy of one of history's greatest empires continued. The people were proud to protect this legacy. In conclusion, the non-conquest of Constantinople had changed the course of not just a city's fate, but the entire world. East and West had united differently under Byzantium's unique legacy, and technology and culture had developed in unexpected ways. That single moment's decision had altered the entire flow of history.